everyone doing? What's the move? How you doing? I was looking at your channel while I was at work, and wow, where are you able to park your bus without nobody bothering you? Do you ever have problems with people, the police or whatever? Because the bus is big. A bus is really big to be, to try to keep out of sight. Hello, nomadic hustler. How you doing tonight? How's everyone doing? Bust a move. Welcome to my channel, everyone. Got a lot of new people coming. Hello. I appreciate everybody for sharing, liking. You guys come in the room, can you guys give me a like? But I just want to start off with saying, for new people that don't know what's going on over here, I am a homeless woman and I live in a homeless shelter. This is actually my second shelter that I've been in. The last shelter I was in, I was evicted from. Well, they told me to leave. I got in trouble, and I was asked to leave that shelter. So I talk about my situation as a homeless person navigating this world inside shelters for now, and hopefully not for long. You know what I mean? I'm dumping stuff out the window. So I've been in a homeless shelter now for about, the homeless shelter that I was evicted from, I was in there for about 2 months. Got evicted. Now I'm inside another homeless shelter. And the homeless shelter is not for the weak of heart. It's really like being in prison, actually. Well, I've never been to prison. I've never even been to jail, but I'm hearing it's like jail. It's like jailhouse stuff. You know what I mean? So I heard, being in this shelter is like being in jail. And it is kind of. You have to follow the rules, which I have no problem with. I have no problem with following rules because I've never been a person, I've never been like the type of person that don't follow rules, you know what I mean? I don't do anything but work and go home and go back to the shelter, so I don't have anything going on in my life that's like, where I'm going to be violating the rules. The only thing we have in there is like chores that we have to do and stuff like this. I don't want y'all to think when you come in here and you're a new person, I do not ignore people. So if I'm stopping at a stop sign or something like that, I'll read your comment. But for the most part, I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them, because some people get mad. Like, are you ignoring my comment or whatever? So I'm not ignoring anybody's comments. I just can't see them unless I, stop sign or something like that. But for the most part, I go live every single day. Twice a day I go live in the morning, and I go live in the afternoon when I'm kind of like on my way home from work, and I'll just chop it up with everybody. Good morning, Caesar. How are you, Caesar? Hi, Dr. J. What's going on? I'm just parked in the back of Burger King that's closed down. Oh, wow. Be safe out there. Make sure your doors are locked. That's what I always do, making sure my doors are locked. Making sure your doors are locked. You never know what kind of psychopaths are walking around in the middle of the night. I had a pretty good day at work. I can't complain. My job just consists of basically paperwork and stuff, corporate America jargon. But it's a lot of stuff going on at my job. People are falling off. This one girl that I didn't like. Isn't it great when you can pray to God and God can move people out of your life? Like the people at the job that was like bullying me and treating me like crap, God moved them around. God moved these people around and out of my life, and I was so grateful that God did that. A lot of people have been dropping from my job. The ones that bullied me. The main girl, don't you know they said she get another job? And I was today like trying to keep a straight face when I wanted to just say, thank God you're gone. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep a straight face. Like, oh my God, congratulations. Congratulations on your new position. But inside I'm like jumping for joy, like, yes, Lord, God is it was these people that bullied me at work, and I've been praying about it. Lord, get these people off my neck. Like, these people leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm being bullied and stuff, and I can't come out of pocket at work and say and do what I really want to do and say. I'm not do. I don't want to do anything. I don't attack people. So I want to curse them out, stand up for myself and just, iron them out a little bit. So I know I can't act like that at work because I can get fired. So I wanted to, say something to these people. Instead, I prayed about it, and I put all these people in my Bible. I put names in my Bible of these people that I needed to move around me. And guess what? 2 of these people are gone already. Gone from my job. These troublemakers are out of here. So I was like, wow, God really do work. He'll move people around because God knows. God knows. Look, God knew that these people was bothering me, harassing me, writing up stuff about me and stuff like that. And these people are gone now. Oh, you got your cat with you? Okay. You can do better than just knocking your doors. If you live in your car, you can learn about your vehicle to make it much more secure. For like $100 if you can do the work yourself. Door locks are often wireless and electronic. A person can target someone, intercept wireless key code, and possibly someone could, oh really? Somebody could unlock your doors? Oh God, that's scary. Yeah, because we got these key fobs now. Never thought about that. Like, I stayed in my car temporarily. I stayed in my car in the summer for 33 days, and that was summertime. It was hot, but I had to endure. I stayed in my car for 33 days before I went to the shelter. So that was staying in your car in the summer is not bad, but it's hot as heck. The car is like hotter than it is outside normally. But I had to do what I had to do, and after I got sick of staying in my car in the summertime, I was like, let me call the shelter. I called the shelter, see if they had a bed, because I knew I had to get into the shelter before it got really cold. So when you go into a shelter, you have to get in there before, it starts getting cold outside, because that's when everybody's going to try to get into the shelter when it's cold outside. So I was able to get in, but I ended up going to that shelter and I got kicked out. And I thought I had a good relationship with one of these counselors because I knew her before I went in. And this lady came in and just kicked me out, and I was just looking at her like, you gonna kick me out the shelter? I could have you should have just pulled me. You my sister, right? You could have pulled me by my coattail and said, you know what, sis, tighten up, don't do that again, and we good. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that again, we're good. She didn't have to do what she did to me. And a lot of people were like, in my comment section, like, some people were like, you're not the victim or whatever. I'm not trying to play the victim role. I'm saying I thought I had a relationship with this lady, like a decent, cool relationship. And you my sister, I would expect you to probably just pull me by my coattail and just give me a warning, like, you know what I mean? I got stopped by the cops. I get stopped by the police, and I always get off with a warning. Come on now. But the reason I think, I don't care what nobody say, the reason they put me out that shelter, and they blame upper management. And to me, I don't think it even got to upper management. I think they wanted to put me out because I wasn't a benefit to that shelter. I was there. I made my own money. I wasn't paying them no rent or anything. I wasn't on, general assistance or any kind of welfare money. I didn't have food stamps. I wasn't getting anything from the government. They get more money from people that's in there that's on drugs. They get more money from people that collect benefits from the welfare office. Those people are more beneficial to shelters than someone like me who's out here making my own money. And they put me out. I don't care what nobody said. They didn't just put me out because of what happened with me in that picture with that lady. They put me out because we ain't getting no money from you, know what? And if you're getting money from me, you're not getting a lot of it. Because I never ate at the shelter. Like, I was never there. I never, ate any of the food. Because every time you eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, they make you sign a sheet. You sign this sheet. And the government probably give them $1,000 a person. I don't know. Maybe it's less than that. I don't know how much the government gives them. But every head that they have in that shelter every day, everybody that participates in breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they get money for those people. And I wasn't never there to participate in any of that. That's why they put me out. I don't care what nobody said. You sleep in your car and have a cat. I have not spent much time sleeping in my car. Yeah, I was sleeping in my car a couple days ago. I've only been in this new shelter for like 3 days. I think this will be my 4th night there. So I slept in my car the other day, and it was cold. It was cold out. And I know I'm not one for sleeping in the car in the cold. I don't like being cold at all. So I think I would rather be hot than be cold. But then some people would rather be cold than be hot. So I would rather be hot. The only thing about the summertime I didn't like about sleeping in the car or being out in the, you know, the what do you call it? The mosquitoes that would come. I couldn't stand the mosquitoes. If I kept my windows down and try to get a little ventilation, the mosquitoes start coming and eating you alive. That's the only sucky part about sleeping in your car. You need to ventilate the car. And I never got the nets or anything like those nets that you can put on your windows or doors or something. You can put those nets on there to keep the bugs out. But sometimes in the summertime it just be too hot to be in your car, because it might be 75 degrees. Because you know at nighttime it cools off a little bit, but in the dead of the summer it don't cool off that much. Your car be hot as hell. But good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Having a slingshot with half ball bearing is a good way to relieve stress when you're traveling in a remote area where you can stop on land. I'm gonna make some screens for this summer. I have to make some screens. I know they had some of those screens on Amazon. And Amazon had it set up where you could put the make, model of your car, and you can get the screens that fit your car, like whatever the make and model of the car is. Amazon had it where you could put, I'm gonna get some screens for this summer. Even though I really don't plan on sleeping in my car, whatever's going on, I don't really plan on being in my car this summer. Maybe I'll be in an extended stay, God's willing, or a house or an apartment or something. Something gonna come through, right? But I'm not gonna be in a homeless shelter this summer. We banking on that. But I like being in my car because it's so quiet. It's just me. You know, when I would leave work around this time, I would go get in my car and I was, you know, sit around and scope out the area that I'm sleeping in and look around and see who's moving around. Like the areas that I stayed in inside my car, I didn't have no problems with people snooping or anything. And I'm not gonna say that no one was snooping at night when I was asleep. You don't never know who walking past your car when you're sleeping at night. So you just gotta be careful. I never had no issues with the police. I think I got stopped by a cop one time sleeping in my car. He didn't say anything because I was honest with him. I was like, listen, I'm homeless and I don't have anywhere to go. So he was like, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. Is there anything I can do to assist you or whatever? You know, their whole spiel. They have to act like they care. So, but he was a nice cop, you know. I can't say nothing bad about him. He was a nice cop, really nice. He was like, have a good night. I was like, you too. He was like, get some rest. I said, I gotta go to work in the morning. And a lot of people out here working. A lot of people are out here working and go sleep in their car every night. A lot of people are doing that. It's hard as heck. Can't even afford the rent no more. No one can afford rent. That's why people out here living these lives, living in their car, living in their bus, living in their, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's the world that we're living in now. That is the world that we are a part of and that we're living in right now. You can't afford to do a damn thing. Bills are due. Bills are due all the time. You got to pay those bills, right? You just get tired. You just get tired. You get burnt out with life. You really do. That's why you got to find something that you enjoy doing for yourself. Like build something for yourself. Build hobbies or something that you enjoy doing so that you can escape the matrix somehow. Me, I like hiking. I like being a part of nature. So it's easy for me to be outside. I'm I'm sitting here eating these black olives. I love black olives. I love them. I went to the shelter yesterday. Why did they have four cops outside? I think it was like 5 cop cars parked outside that shelter. And I was like, what the heck is going on up in here? Second and third night here, I see all these cop cars. And somebody was saying in my comment section, like, I can't stay in a shelter like that. All the red flags are there for you. I couldn't stay. Like, I don't have a choice where I stay. I don't have anywhere else to go. I could see if I had options. If I had options, I'd be with my family. But I don't have that as an option for me. Nothing I can do about it. I can't force my hand and force my way into someone's home that they don't want me there. You know what I mean? Can't do that. I can't knock on my sister's door like, you my sister, you gonna take me here, even if you know what I'm saying? I can't force myself on nobody. As much as I want to stay with my family and live with them and go through whatever I need to go through, they don't want me there. Because if my family wanted me there, they'd be out here helping me. They would have been told me to come on. But I'm good though. Because them tables gonna turn around and them tables gonna come full circle. At some point in time, them tables gonna turn. It's gonna be somebody in my family that's gonna need help. And guess what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, oh, you need help? Oh, wow. That's something. People think they can never be caught up in a crazy situation. People think they're gonna always be comfortable. Yeah, okay. Keep dreaming. My sisters and my brothers and them think that their life can't get turned upside down. Like, oh no, this can never happen to me. Oh no, I got a good job and I got a good relationship with my bosses. Oh no, no such thing can happen to me. I'll never be homeless. I make good money. I got a nice wife. She make good money too. Huh? Yeah, okay. Keep dreaming. Your life can be turned upside down in 5 seconds. You'll be in the same situation I'm in right now. Well, that's a beautiful home. Wow. Mansion. It's a shame, you know? Family really be thinking that something can't happen to them. Everybody be so secure in they work life. And, oh, I'm successful at my job. And my husband makes good money. And everybody be so comfortable in their homes, you know what I'm saying? Just don't never know how things could change so quickly. And then you be in the same situation I'm in. You be in the same situation I'm in right now. I hope you can get back into winning. I will. It just takes time. It just takes so much time. Cause the biggest thing for me is finances. You know, when the finances are not there, it's gonna be hard. It's hard for me. But like I said, I'm trying to get another job. I have applications out. No one's called me back yet. And then sometimes I do an interview and then they say the hours that they say they need me to work, I can't do it because I have a job. Like, it's hard, you know what I mean? But I'm resilient. I know it's going to work. It's going to work out. It'll all work out in due time, you know what I mean? I don't never sit around and I don't doubt myself. I know I'm not going to be in a situation long. I hate living in a shelter. I really do. But I'm happy to be there because some people are literally sleeping out in the streets every night. You know what I mean? Sleeping in their cars. So I'm grateful to have found another shelter to take me in because I didn't even think I would have that. I thought I would be in my car, you know, all winter crying about how cold it was. But thankfully the shelter called me back and said, come on, you know. So I was like, okay, great. I don't have to sleep in my car tonight because I was at work that day when I called the shelter and I did my intake over the phone, so they was like, okay, we'll call you back to let you know if you've been accepted or not. So I was like, okay. So I'm at work praying to God, like, Lord, please accept me. I need to have somewhere to sleep. You know what I mean? So they called me back and said, yeah, you can come on. So I was so happy. Like, I don't like the shelter, but I don't like sleeping in a cold car either. So that kind of worked out. You know what I mean? That worked in my favor. I was just grateful and thankful to have that. Like, thank you. Because I did not want to sleep in my car. I slept in my car for 3 nights, and that was enough. You know what I mean? It got cold in the middle of the night. You heat up your car all you want, but you turn your car off, in 5 to 10 minutes, that car gonna get cold again. I can't keep warming up my car all night long while I'm in the car. You can't do that. You can't run your car all night. But I'll get back to the winning situation at some point in time. God got me. God has my back, so, and I know that God is watching me. But I'm also out here, like, I'm doing the work, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting around thinking that, you know, somebody gonna give me something or whatever. I'm just doing the work. I'm doing what I gotta do to get where I need to get in life. And yes, it's hard. It's the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life is, you know, live in a homeless shelter, live around a whole bunch of people, living around a whole bunch of strangers. I don't know these people. Living around a whole bunch of strangers and having to make it work. It's literally all different types of situations in there. All them women that's in these shelters all got a story to tell, you know what I mean? It's all a story. Some stories are worse than others, but we all got a story. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me chewing? Am I like smacking really bad? I guess I'm gonna turn this off at like 30 minutes because when I get closer to where I'm going, it's gonna be a lot of trees and it's gonna start dropping anyway. But I will be back on in the morning. Tomorrow I get up. And I'll be back on in the morning before I go to the gym. Because tomorrow she has me scheduled for a midday shift, which I really don't want it. I'd rather do a 9 to 5. I wish my schedule was straight up 9 to 5. But unfortunately, that's not the case. I can't get the schedule that I want. I really wish I could have a 9 to 5 every day. That way I can find me another job. At least I know, you know, what kind of job and hours that I need to go by. I'm eating these black olives. I love black olives, y'all. Do you guys like black olives? Because I know I do. I like green olives too. I'm sitting here scratching my hair. My hair itches so bad. My head is itching so bad. But nonetheless, I had a pretty good day. I can't complain. I had a pretty good day. You know, just paperwork and stuff at my job is crazy. With this new stupid computer system that they have. You know, I'm learning it and stuff. I got my hand in here trying to get this one olive out of here and I can't get it. I did that. Those look good. I ate a whole can of black olives. I love olives. I love them, 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 I love them. How's everybody doing tonight, y'all? What y'all doing this weekend? Anything good? Oh, you can hear me chewing a little bit? You can hear me chewing. I'm probably doing too much, right? I'm smacking too much, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, the hours are going now, so the chewing is over. I'm sorry. I try to be respectful because I think it's rude to be chewing like a crazy person. But I don't know why I was thinking like this. People can hear me. I didn't think y'all could hear me chewing like that. But I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't want to be all, I want to be respectful. I had a good day at work. I can't complain. I wasn't really in my feelings today. I wasn't really thinking deep, getting pissed off about my situation. And I'm kind of tucking into the new shelter nicely. But like I said, there's always some things there that I think should change. But who am I? I'm supposed to be meeting with my counselor on Monday to just talk to her about my treatment plan as far as like what my goals and stuff are. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They sit you down. They want to know how much you make, what your income is, and what your goal is going to be. How long do you plan on staying there? Because some of the girls are saying they let you stay there for 90 days, and that's like 3 months. So I said, well, I think I need to stay there for at least 6 months to really get myself together effectively. But 90 days, hey, I'm cool. 90 days, that 90 days is going to go, it's going to be spring eventually. You know what I'm saying? So I said, hey, if they send me there for 90 days and they try to put me out, I'm going to find me another shelter. And if I don't find another shelter, I can stay in my car. As long as it's not in the winter time, I can stay in my car in the spring and summer. But as long as it's not winter time, I can't stay in my car in the winter. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But I said, okay, 3 months. This is November, December, January. Like around January. No, it ain't. January is not spring. It's gonna turn into spring in what? March or April, right? March or April is when springtime comes. So. Hiya, Bus a Move. I like your name. Going to get some items from the bus. Okay. Do you ever have problems with parking at bus places? Because the bus is really big. Do you ever have any problems? I watched some people on YouTube. It's a couple, a white couple, and they had a really nice bus. And I just watch all sorts of people like with van life, bus life, camper life, and I like the lifestyle a lot. See, my thing is I want to leave society, and I would like to go off grid and go like move into the Adirondack mountains, like somewhere in the mountains, and get me a nice cabin and get some wood, cut some wood, like learn how to live off the land type stuff. Get me some chickens. I want to get some goats. I want to learn how to, forage my own meat and stuff like that. Like use the animals that's in the woods and learn how to hunt and stuff. That's what I want to do. One day. I watch a lot of people that live off grid up in the mountains. I seen a guy at my job today. He was telling somebody that he had a cabin in the woods, and it was like, "Where's your cabin?" He said in the Adirondacks mountains. So I don't know if the Adirondacks is upstate New York. I think it is upstate New York. I think that's upstate. The Adirondacks. I think it's called the Adirondacks Mountains. I think that's in upstate New York or somewhere up there. I think it's in New York or somewhere close to Maine, maybe. But yeah, he said he got a nice cabin in the Adirondacks Mountains, and it's beautiful, beautiful. That's how I would love to live. But it's so far away from society, because if you live in the mountains, sometimes it could take you 4 hours or 2 hours to just get into a town to just buy food to eat. So, but that type of lifestyle, I love it. I love that kind of lifestyle. Just being away from people, being away from society, like that's how I want to live. But I like living like that, but I also like to be around people as well. Like I don't like to be alone sometimes, and sometimes I do like to be alone. But I get lonely, Loneliness sets in. You get lonely, and you're like, oh my God, what do you do when you get lonely? But I would love to live off grid. The bus is not running right now. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. I watched another couple that has a bus, and they just be traveling all over the world, like all over the state to state, state to state. I'm like, how do you park that big bus without anybody, like the cops, bothering you? And trying to park a bus is hard work. There's another guy I watch. He's from Tennessee, and he bought some land. I wish I knew how much he got his land for. Because even if I bought some land, I could park my car on it. I don't have to worry about nobody telling me I can't be there. And I would like to buy me some land, you know, mortgage off some land, you know what I mean? Put a little shed on it. But I have to make sure it's zoned properly. I can't just buy land and put a shed on it. But shoot, I could park my car on my own land and live on that until that way I don't have to worry about nobody telling me I can't be here. I'm driving slow through here because it's hunting season out here. Like it's deer hunting season out here. So it's gonna be some deer, you know, the animals gonna be running through these streets pretty heavy, trying to get away from them hunters. And this area is heavily hunted. This is a hunted area where a lot of hunters hunt in this area. So I just try to take it slow through here because I don't want no deers running up on my car, tearing my car up. Because I'm telling you right now, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford next to anything right now. I just can't afford it. I hope you can get a place like that. I'm Canadian. Oh, you're in Canada? I watch a lot of Canadian YouTubers too. I don't really watch a lot of Alaskan YouTubers. I watch a lot of people from Canada, like the Outback. You know, I watch a lot of people that live like van life in Canada. Canada is beautiful. I always used to watch a lot of videos like people traveling in the Dambster Highway. Stuff like that fascinates me. I love that kind of life. The rugged life, the back mountain, the backwoods. You know what I mean? I'm into that. I'm into that lifestyle. I love it. Because I just believe that in nature is so peaceful. It's such a peaceful place to be in and be a part of nature. I love it. I love nature. I'm a nature girl. I am such a nature girl at heart. Down here got Wild Kingdom. Okay. Bust a move. What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking? I'm tired, y'all. I was gonna take a shower tonight, but I think I'm gonna get right into bed. I'm exhausted. I also could be exhausted with my lifestyle. Like, this lifestyle is definitely exhausting. Like, I'm in a shelter now, thank God, but still, like, having everything in my car and having a storage. I had to go to my storage today to organize some things. I had to move some stuff around, digging in, looking for paperwork that I need. Like, it's a lot going on in my life right now. Myself, and I'm like, damn. Sometimes we make mistakes in life where we do something that we shouldn't do and we end up getting ourselves in trouble for it. And then, you know, it could take you like... So I learned my lesson, man. I really did. I guarantee you after this, I'll never lose my place again. Never, ever. Never, ever, baby. Never catch me slipping again. Life is too short and life is too scary to be out here screwing up your life, messing up. Because ain't nobody going, no one's going to save you. And I'm not expecting anybody to save me. I'm not even expecting my family to save me. But I was just thinking my family could help me. Like, they could assist. Because there's two heads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different heads is better than one person trying to figure it out. I'm one person trying to figure out my life and navigate my life. I mean, nobody else is going to figure out my life for me but me. But if I had supportive family, they could also help me with stuff. You know what I'm saying? My family could assist, but they really don't want to because they're like, you know, I got my own life to live. And that's where I think we're at with it. I think people in my family figure I got my own life to live. I can't be sitting around here trying to worry about you and bringing your stuff into my household. I get it. But But I thought that would be the nice thing to do, to help someone and assist them, especially when you're up and they're down. Because if I was up and somebody was down, I'm going to help them. Come on in here and get some hot soup and get out of some streets. My sisters and them don't care. And that's okay. That's quite all right. I got 9 people watching me. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all doing anything good over the weekend? I'm not doing anything. Tomorrow is my Sunday. No, tomorrow is my Friday. My Fridays start on Saturday night. She got me working in the afternoon tomorrow again. I hate that shit. But what can I say? Nothing I can do. But child, there's so much stuff going on at my job, child. People falling off. People that don't like me, that never like me, they end up getting new jobs. I'm like, yo, thank God. God is the author and the finisher of my faith, honey. He can move some people around, man. I put some people's name in my Bible, and it came to pass. I put a couple names in the Bible because I wanted God to move them around. Not necessarily I wanted anything to happen to these people. I wanted them to move around, move out of my life, move away from trying to bully me and treat me crappy at work because you can. I wanted God to move them people out of my life, and God did just that. He did just that. And I was like, well, damn. I remember I asked God for this. I asked God to move these people around. I put names of people inside my Bible that I needed for them to pipe down out of my life, like, and it happened. And I was like, wow. All of a sudden, I just got really, really sleepy. We get a mess up tonight. I'm just gonna take my shower in the morning. I don't feel like doing nothing but getting in the bed. Hopefully these people, hopefully the girls are hopefully in the bed asleep. I know the kids will be. But like I said, this shelter that I'm at now, this shelter has, I'm surrounded by kids. There's kids in this shelter. And I really don't like the fact that I'm in there as a single woman with kids. I'm in the room with people and their kids. And thankfully, the girls' kids are not bad. They're not rowdy kids. They don't be jumping all over the place loud, just doing stuff. So I was like, y'all shouldn't really have the single women around the mommies, like the other kids, because some of the moms got kids that are 1 and 2, and I don't want to be around nobody's kids. I'm never there anyway, so I'm never going to be around someone's kids. But I just don't think that shelters should have single women in a shelter with other mommies, women that got kids. Like, y'all should keep us separated at all costs. But they're not gonna make it comfortable for us. Cause shoot, if you made a shelter go comfortable, ain't nobody gonna ever want to leave. Never gonna want to leave. I gotta take off my makeup. I had this powder makeup I wear at work. Sorry, y'all, I'm not reading the comments. When I'm able to stop, I will. The shelter, probably gonna start getting choppy soon. When it start getting choppy, y'all let me know. I'm gonna just shut the video off. It's gonna start getting choppy. But I had a good day. I can't complain. I had a good day. This is what I gotta do. Take off the damn makeup every day. It's annoying. It's hard being a woman, y'all. It's hard being a woman. Some people be like, oh, you don't need no makeup. I said I wear it because I want to. I only wear it at work. I don't wear it on my days off or anything like that. I put a little bit on when I go to church on Monday. I go to church on Sunday, so when I go to church, I wear a light foundation, you know, a little bit. I'm becoming a woman of a certain particular age, so I'm not no 20-year-old whippersnapper no more, honey. You girl getting old. And I'm actually okay with aging. I'm okay with the aging process. Some people be like, I don't want to get old. You know, they dyeing their hair and fighting the. I'm not fighting nothing. I'm not fighting a damn thing. I'm okay with aging, baby. Because I already know I'm not going to be here forever. And shoot, if you could be on this earth forever, what you going to do? Just keep getting old? Just keep getting old. That's all we're going to do is keep continuing to get old. Nah. I don't want to shrivel up into no ball. When it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. Okay? Mama shut this bitch and start acting up. Wait, yeah. Oh, you had a birthday yesterday? Happy birthday to you. Dior Cartel. How was your birthday? How was your birthday? Were you born in 89? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dior. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm sorry, it sounds annoying, I know. I just try to have a little fun. All that makeup would be consuming. Sound like you enjoy it. Yeah, I like my makeup. I just wear powder, light powder foundation, and I wear my blush. I love blush, but I'm not like a heavy makeup wearer. But you know, makeup, so I put on light makeup.